If you think America's two-party system is dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. Every weekday morning I try to do a little video that I hope will stimulate discussion. I love a good discussion. I hate the partisan arguments. The two-party system is just trench warfare. Let's change it, and let's have a discussion of how to change it. This morning I was listening to the radio and I heard a guy on there that really made me think. He said, in order for evil to succeed, good people have to remain silent. I find that very profound. In order for evil to succeed, good people have to remain silent. You know, although Americans have accepted the two parties, it's very important you understand that the mentality at the time of the Constitutional Convention and the attitude of the colonists generally was very anti-party. Oh yeah, I got to remember to show my book. This is Political Cocaine: How America Got Hooked on the Two-Party System and How to Intervene. I hope you'll consider that. When I was researching the book, I knew that there was no mention of political parties in the Constitution. And I knew that George Washington, our father of our country, when he left office in his farewell address, sternly admonished the nation to not go with political parties. And John Adams, our second president, said there's nothing I fear more than the division of the population into two great parties. And yet here we are today. Yes, the colonists believe political parties to be evil. And I think they were right. But that attitude has disappeared. Because in order for evil to succeed, good people have to remain silent. In the book I call the basis for that the iron irony. Because if people have sufficient freedom to govern themselves, they also have sufficient freedom to not participate, to not care. And that's the big problem with having a democracy, or a democratic republic more correctly, as we have in this country. And my first choice definitely would be to get rid of the political parties altogether. Let's adhere to the Constitution. There's no provision for them. We don't need it. There's no provision for political parties, for lobbyists, for political action committees. I view all three of those as being corruption. I'm pausing because I want you to think about it. Absolutely. You know, why would somebody pay $10,000 for a plate of food? Have you ever done that? Not me. None of my friends. No, it's for the very wealthy. And they can kick out $10,000 for a plate of food. No problem. And it ain't the food that they're after. No, they get access. They get access to the politicians when legislation comes up that affects them personally, their business, their personal life. That's who the political parties work for. As they said in the Watergate era, follow the money. If you think either of our political parties, either the Democrats or the Republicans, they work in your behalf, I'm sorry that you believed the lie. They work for the people who paid the bill, and that ain't us. I like the way George Carlin says, you have the illusion of choice. But Boss Tweed, who's probably the most infamous politician in America's history, said, I don't care who does the electing so long as I put the people on the ballot. Yeah, and how are people going to get on the ballot? By raising money. Right? Watch what's going to happen now. There's no competition on the Republican side, unfortunately, from my point of view. I think there should be always competition. And but that's in trench warfare. You can't have that. So it's all on the Democratic side, but watch what happens. The metric that's going to separate the winner from the others is how much money they can raise. Absolutely. In 2012, when Obama got the nomination, it was because he surpassed Hillary Clinton in fundraising. That's why. Our system has become of the money, by the money, and for the money. The political parties have perverted the system. They are evil. I'd love to see them both eliminated and go back to the Constitution. Can't see it happening. So what we have to do is we have to initiate competition. We have competition in the marketplace. You can have any number of products to choose from in any category you want to name. America is famous for their choice. So how come only 2 choices in anything political? How can American consumers be satisfied with that? I don't get it. Well, I think I do now. In order for evil to succeed, good people need to remain silent. Let's have a discussion of how to change it. Hey, every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So I hope you will unwrap your present carefully today and you'll get all the good stuff that's in there. I hope you have a great day and a great discussion.